So ladies and gentlemen, let me kick off the Women of Innovation event with simply a quick introduction. My name is Bruce Carlson. I'm the president of the Connecticut Technology Council, and we're delighted to have you all today. This is clearly one of our biggest events, and it's one of our most exciting events of the year, and I'm glad you're all here to share it, which is really just about the extent of what you're going to hear from me, because my job is to introduce the chairman of my board, Paul Hermes, with Covidian. Paul.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Bruce, and welcome, and I'm glad you were able to join us this evening. Tonight is our 11th annual Women of Innovation. My name is Paul Hermes. I chair this board with a group of very capable board members and staff, and thank you to the staff for all the work they've done. My full-time job, and I like to think of it as a fun one, is as Covidian's, well, you'll hear more about Covidian in a minute, entrepreneur in residence. And as you can imagine, I get to work with and hang out with a really creative group of people with brilliant minds who are cooking up some of the next greatest medical devices. These people that I get to work with are not much different than the people gathering here tonight. Curious, bright, creative, and tireless types. 4 years ago, I had the honor of presenting the Youth Innovation Scholarship on this stage. I still remember being intimidated by the CV that I was reading of this high school student. We all talk about that every year. And I'm thrilled to return tonight in my new role as CTC board chair. I'm not going to say much about Covidian, but I do need to acknowledge that Covidian is now a part of Medtronic. We've gotten married, so to speak, late last year, and we're now building what is now the world's largest standalone medical device company. And those of us from Covidian Medtronic are proud to be part of that. For those of you who don't know our company, if you're driving up 91, the old U.S. Surgical Building on 91, that's sort of where one of our headquarters were, another headquarters down in Norwalk, a little company back in the day that I started in 1991 of some hundreds of millions of dollars. Is now a $27 billion company. So back to the CTC. We're now in our 21st year, and this event, as I said, is celebrating its 11th year. The storyline tonight is pretty simple. Every year we try to provide a forum where all of you who have done just amazing things for years and decades get the credit and the recognition you deserve. I view this event as putting the spotlight on outstanding Connecticut talent that would otherwise maybe go unnoticed and remain anonymous. So let me start this evening by asking all of our honorees to stand up and let us give them a big round of applause with those little plastic things we get to shake. Fantastic. Extraordinary group of people, and I'm thrilled. I will be thrilled tonight to hear many of you recognized. We have a dedicated and hard-working planning committee who spent hours reading the nominations, selecting the honorees, and then picking our ultimate winners. You'll meet their ringleader. Did we really write ringleader on this? We'll meet their ringleader in a minute. But tonight, I'd like to publicly thank them and acknowledge that this event is the beneficiary of all their hard work. So please give them a round of applause as well. I'm also would like to thank our presenting sponsors for their continued support. Bear with me. I'm going to read some names. They're our sponsors. Beringer Engelheim, USA Corporation, the law firm of Day Pitney, which I should pause. Yes, thank you. Day Pitney, which has supported this program from its inception. United Technologies Corporation. And may I say Medtronic. We have some supporting sponsors this year: AT&T, Frontier Communications, Pfizer, which I would add, yes, that Pfizer was responsible for the start of this event 11 years ago, so maybe we give them a special hand. My notes, I love some of these notes. Priceline.com, one of Connecticut's best-known brands. I suppose they are. And then our collaborators, the Connecticut Invention Convention, the Connecticut Science and Engineering Fair, CWELF, better known perhaps as the Connecticut Women's Education and Legal Fund, and the Connecticut Girls Collaborative Project. You likely saw their exhibits and met their young people during the network hour. It was very cool. And finally, thank you to Premier Limousine for their support. And yes, thank you for all of them. Beyond the financial support I mentioned, these sponsors and collaborators allow their employees to work on our committees and help assure the uniqueness of this evening. Our thanks to all of them. So thank you. I'm almost done with my comments. I have to, though, add my plug. As a trade organization, the Tech Council does what it can to help the 2,500 tech firms in the state do well here. And we're always promoting public policy and legislation that will keep Connecticut competitive with other states and with the world. We're a trade organization, which by definition means we're a membership organization that can only thrive with a deep bench of active members. And of course, we also do events, spectacular events like this, and many others. Our website is at ct.org, and it's your best bet for checking out CTC events coming up. So I'm supposed to introduce our Lieutenant Governor, and I can. I would like to introduce our Lieutenant Governor, Nancy Wyman, who got here at the perfect timing. Let me finish my introduction, if you please, Lieutenant Governor. I will. I would like to introduce our Lieutenant Governor, Nancy Wyman, herself a woman of accomplishment, was here tonight to greet and congratulate our honorees. If you've been coming regularly to this event, you know that the Lieutenant Governor has attended this in the past and is a woman of innovation, enthusiast. Please welcome our Lieutenant Governor, Nancy Wyman.
Thank you all very, very much. And Mr. Chairman, thank you and I apologize sneaking in, but we didn't know how to get the word to you because you were already speaking. And, you know, if you know anything about the traffic, if you can get anybody to fix it, I would have been here earlier. But you know what? There's some bright women out here and men out here that maybe could do something about changing that around. It's always great to be here. And, you know, this is always an exciting night, and it seems to keep on growing, which I think is really exciting. The first couple of times they came, it was a smaller group. It's wonderful to see all of you here tonight in recognition of some wonderful winners tonight. But before I even address that, you know, we are so fortunate to see more and more women going into STEM and other parts of what is a growing new way of surviving in our state and in our economy. I do want to, of course, thank the Connecticut Technology Council for all the work they do. Let's give them a round of applause. You know, we're in a new era now. We encourage girls to work on computers, even build a robot, which is unbelievable because I go to all these robotics events, and to see more and more female teams in these events where young women are getting involved. We have so many women here, and I want to say to all of you, to me, all of you are women and winners. I had to say that both at the same time. To the men, thank you for being here tonight. To the men, I want to tell you that with my voice, I'm mistaken most of the time for you guys anyway, so it's okay. But in all seriousness, you know what? We see our students, our professors, our engineers, you know, people that are being honored tonight that are into medicine and aerospace and manufacturing and all of the interests that people didn't think women were ever going to be interested in. The students, those professors, everybody that's getting an award or being mentioned as an award truly is a winner tonight. I want to thank you on behalf of the governor and myself. This is the only way our state is going to grow and really accomplish and make it a place for all of our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. Of course, none of you think about that yet, the great-grandchildren. I might. But this is how we really grow. High-tech jobs in this state are very important. The governor and I will work as hard as we possibly can to make everything available to people. But you know what? You're the leaders. You're the people that are going to make this state a better place. So congratulations to all of you that have been mentioned tonight and to the awardees. Congratulations. I hope that you open up this place and come and visit me at the Capitol. I know I have the place for about 3 years. So God bless you all and thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you, Nancy, for those words. And it's an honor when you come in and add your wisdom and words of inspiration to this evening. So the best news tonight, of course, is that we have an incredible number of people, women, that we are honoring. The second best news of tonight is the chairman of the Technology Council is not your MC. Tonight, it's my last task and my honor to introduce this event's longtime MC, Diane Smith. Let me tell you a couple of things about Ms. Smith. She's one of our most fervent cheerleaders and will serve as the evening's maestro tonight. Diane is president of Diane Smith Media and senior producer for CTN, the Connecticut Network. Now, please welcome the accomplished Diane Smith.
Thank you very much, Thank you. Well, it's wonderful to be here, and it's always hard to follow Nancy Wyman. But I think that you have to admit that she is a woman of innovation because she has shown us what a lieutenant governor can really be and can really do in this state. And I'm just so admiring of her, and I think we should give her a round of applause. This is my 9th year as the MC out of 11. The first year, they weren't smart enough to bring me in. But they got smarter. And then there was the year I missed because I was in the hospital having total hip replacement. But other than that, I've always been here. And I have to say that this year I have a little bit of a new perspective because I am doing some work with a brilliant woman of innovation, last year's winner of the Small Business Innovation and Leadership Award, Minot Cox of Protein Sciences. Protein Sciences, for those of you who don't know, is based in Meriden, and they are the maker of the revolutionary Flublok vaccine that's really going to change the way vaccines are created and administered in our society. I want to thank all of you for attending tonight, especially on behalf of Boehringer Ingelheim USA Corporation, Covidien, Day Pitney, United Technologies Corporation, and the Connecticut Technology Council. This is a fabulous turnout, 600 people here. It's really wonderful. And I have to say that seated among us are 56 women of innovation. I want to congratulate each one of you. And I want to also say that we are extremely grateful for your proud nominators. We want to thank them for taking the time to submit your nomination and for coming tonight to lead in the cheers. So thank you so much to the nominators. We also want to say thank you to your colleagues and to your employers who have come out in great numbers tonight to support you as well. And I know that there are a number of spouses here tonight and sons and daughters who are here with you and who already know that you are a winner. I want to acknowledge previous women of innovation, some of whom have returned to join us tonight. As Paul asked this year's honorees to stand, I'm going to ask previous year's women of innovation to stand and be recognized. So tonight we celebrate a number of things. We celebrate the state of Connecticut, which is something that I love to do. We celebrate technology and we recognize the women, the careers, and the achievement in this sector. We celebrate innovation, which can mean any number of things, such as a new or improved product, or a life-saving cure, or a more efficient process, or significant gain in the workplace. And finally, we celebrate women's continually growing prominence in the workforce as our talents and energies elevate us and our achievements. I remember the first year that I was here, when I saw the remarks that I was being asked to make, and I said, STEM. Is everybody in the audience going to know what STEM is? And here we are, all these years later, and every time you open the newspaper, every time you look at your favorite news source or your news site, whether it's the Hartford Business Journal or CT Mirror or anything else that you're looking at, there are more and more stories about STEM and its importance to the state and the young women and the boys that we're encouraging to get into STEM careers, and that is really what is going to turn our state around and really make us the state that we intend and know that we can be. It's a place of innovation. Connecticut has always been a land of invention and innovation, and here we are in this century to continue to move that forward. So I'm really glad to have you all tonight. For the women who are nominated tonight, I've had a chance to read your bios. I've actually been spreading them around to some of my friends in journalism because I think there are some fabulous stories out there that they need to pick up on. And I really do have an appreciation of how special and how remarkable each one of you is. So I would like to applaud all of you, and I hope you'll all join me in that. Now it's my pleasure to introduce one of the women who makes the program possible every year since the very beginning. We also like to call her our chief cheerleader, Beth Alquist. Beth is a partner at the law firm of Day Pitney, a company that is genuinely committed to supporting women in the workplace. I also want to acknowledge Beth for serving as the chair of the Women of Innovation Planning Committee. It is under her leadership in the last several years that the Women of Innovation program has grown in size and importance. She has really nurtured this organization and this event. Beth is the leader of Day Pitney's Intellectual Property Law Department, which provides a full range of transactional, litigation, prosecution, and counseling services to clients in all areas of IP. Please welcome Beth Alquist.
It's all yours. Thank you, Diane. It is my pleasure, on behalf of Day Pitney and our Women Working Together program, to add our welcome to each one of you here this evening. Now, Mike has given me 2 minutes to talk to you tonight, but in the spirit of the NCAA tournament, I figure I have at least 5 timeouts left. Plus, I'm not sure, but I think some referees will be coming up to check the monitors at least 3 times to see how much time is left on the clock. So I figure all in, I probably have about half an hour to address you now, and I'm going to go ahead and take that time. I thought I would kick this year's event off right by finally being able to describe to you in painstaking detail the importance of intellectual property law in our society. I will be concluding with a quiz to see who will be able to distinguish between a patent, a trademark, and a copyright. On behalf of the Connecticut Technology Council, I'd also like to wish everybody here a happy April Fool's Day. So instead of the really long PowerPoint I had prepared, I think I'm going to spend a much shorter period of time congratulating each one of our honorees. We are proud to honor each one of you here tonight. So during one of our timeouts in this event, we hope that each one of you learns something about a woman of innovation that is right here in Connecticut, and that you go home tonight and you tell your family about her, that you wake up in the morning and you go to the office and you tell your coworkers about the people you're going to hear about tonight. And when you see the call for nominations next year for this event, we want to make sure that you spread the word about that and that you have some folks nominated, because we want to hear about even more leaders out there in the STEM area who are women. We celebrate women in science and technology not only because of all that they have accomplished, but especially as an example to the young women who will follow the trail that they have blazed. Our honorees are not only leaders in their careers, they are also active in their communities. They are mentors, they are good mothers, they are good daughters, and they're partners, and they are spouses, they are aunts, they are sisters, and they are friends. And yes, some of them can tell you the difference between a patent and a trademark and a copyright. They should be your role models. I know that they are mine. So thank you, and let me officially welcome you to the Connecticut Technology Council's 11th Annual Women of Innovation Awards. Now, I do need to use one of my timeouts already. I'm gonna make it short. But we would like to thank Paige Rassid and Mike Sirica of the Connecticut Technology Council. We need to give them a big round of applause for all of the work that they do. I'm going to go just a little bit longer with my second timeout, but please allow me to introduce our planning committee, without whom this event simply wouldn't take place. Lucy Brakonecki, Research and Evaluation Director, Connecticut Women's Education and Legal Fund. Susan Brown, Advisor, Morrow Sheridan Science, Technology and Communications School. Teresa Carlton, Vice President of Mission System Design and Integration, Sikorsky Aircraft. Michelle DeShino, Associate Professor, Technology and Engineering Education, Central Connecticut State University. Christine Gemelli, Consultant, Connecticut Innovations. Maria Gelati, Senior Associate Director, Drug Regulatory Affairs, Boehringer Ingelheim Pharmaceuticals. Eileen Hassan, President, The Computer Company. Kathy Intravia, Partner, Shipman and Goodwin. Jackie Jones, Manager of R&D, Clinical Engineering and User Experience, Covidian, Medtronic. Jennifer Kowalski, Continuous Process Improvement Leader, Boehringer Ingelheim Pharmaceuticals. Mary Norris, Partner, Wigan and Dana. Glynis Orloff, Vice President, Product Development, iHealth. Michelle Perino, Associate, Cantor Colburn. Paige Rassid, Chief Operating Officer, Connecticut Technology Council. Tracy Romano, Senior Vice President, Research and Zoological Operations, Sea Research Foundation, Inc., at Mystic Aquarium. Stacy Ropka, Counsel, Axon Veltrop and Harkrider. Vanessa Rubano, Scientist 2, Boehringer Ingelheim Pharmaceuticals. Ellen Savard, Program Initiatives Manager, Girl Scouts of Connecticut. Sandra Schneider, CEO and Founder, Security University. Luke Weinstein, Entrepreneur and Mentor. And Stephanie Wheeler, Director of Recruiting, DATCO Inc. As Paul did already, we'd like to thank each one of you for giving your time, energy, and ideas to this program. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Nancy DiDia, the Executive Director of the Office of Diversity, Inclusion, and Engagement at Boehringer Ingelheim. For more than 125 years, Boehringer Ingelheim has been committed to the research and development of innovative medicines that improve the lives of patients and their families. As a privately held, family-owned company, Boehringer Ingelheim is committed to continuing to make advances in respiratory and cardiovascular health, while also making significant advances in the area of diabetes, oncology, and animal health. The company has approximately 45,000 employees globally, 10,000 in the US, and 2,800 here in Connecticut. Nancy has been up here with me for most of the last 7 years as my co-MC and noisemaker. Last year she was on a corporate travel mission, but it is great to have her back on stage with me again this year. Please welcome Nancy DiDia.
Thank you, Beth. I see they brought back my soapbox. So it's great to be here tonight, and congratulations to all of the honorees. I have some special messages tonight, which probably will seem a little dismal, but I wanted to talk about what's really going on in STEM, specifically for women. And we do a lot of research around STEM in terms of enhancing the pipeline, understanding what's going on in the pipeline with STEM. So tonight I'm going to talk about two things, the gender divide and women want 5 things. But before I do that, I want to acknowledge my table of colleagues that are here over at table 2. And each of them that are here, 3 of them are part of the planning committee, and several of them are part of our Women's Leadership Initiative. When we started here 7 years ago as a title sponsor, we had about 10 women involved in our Women's Employee Resource Group. I'm so proud to tell you that today, I got the numbers before I came here, we have over 400 women in Connecticut and out in Missouri and across the U.S. involved in advancing women's leadership, specifically in STEM and animal health. So let me just tell you one thing about animal health. We are in the business of creating medications not only for humans, but for your pets, for horses, for swine, for cattle. And when I looked at the numbers of women in veterinarian school, 80% of the graduates coming out of veterinarian school are women, and 60% of them are in active veterinarian practices. This is not the way it used to be. And so we've had to make changes as a company in reaching out to the marketplace and ensuring that our sales folks mirror how the changing demographics are occurring. So let's move on to the next slide. Let's talk about what's really getting in the way here. And I promise I only have 3 slides, but I'm not going to take any time out, so I'm going to go through this quickly. The data here that I'm presenting is from the Catalyst organization, and some of you may know Catalyst as a very well-respected organization. Boehringer Ingelheim is a member of the Catalyst organization, and we rely on them for research such as what I'm about to share. One of the areas that really jumped out at me and I thought you would find interesting is more than, I would say here, 18% of women MBAs are less likely to enter tech-inclusive or tech industries from the start. And women overall are more likely to leave the industry. We keep puzzling, a lot of leaders are puzzled as to why this is happening. And the women who do stay face significant barriers. Let's move to the next slide and talk about what those 3 main barriers are. And I'll talk about what we can do to change some of that. The number 1 barrier that we find is lack of role models. I'm sure many of you have heard this. When we look at the top, we don't see anyone that looks like us, whether it's a person of color, whether it's a person of the same gender. We just don't see role models that we can relate to. Women tend to feel like outsiders. There are still networks, and for lack of a better term, there are networks that are not inclusive of women, and 73% of the women surveyed still felt like outsiders. They weren't included, they weren't welcomed, they experienced being cut off in meetings. They also experienced somebody else restating their idea and getting credit for their idea. That hasn't happened to anyone here, has it? And then there's unclear evaluation criteria. You get this message, well, you know, you don't speak up enough. You're just not ready. You need to do more. After watching your colleague, who speaks up a lot and is very technical and leaves a trail of miserable people behind him, but yet he's doing a great job. So the key here is very simple. We know that women want 5 things. Let's move on to what those 5 things are. We conducted research with the Center for the Talent of Innovation, and it's really simple, and it's not surprising, but believe it or not, men want the same things. The first thing that we learned is that women want to flourish. They want agency and impact, the ability to self-actualize. Women want to have a real measure of control. They want to be able to manage competing demands in a way to sustain their physical well-being, replenish their energy, and fulfill their emotional and spiritual needs. The second thing is the ability to excel. It's the intellectual challenge to grow, the mastery to ace your domain of expertise, which many of you tonight have done. Gaining approval is what inspires our mastery and the pursuit of excellence and innovation. The next one that we find is really important, the third, is meaning and purpose. Finding work that is meaningful and purposeful. We all want to do something that's going to change the world, to succeed and exceed expectations of our own, our families, and within our communities. We also want to do work that helps advance causes that are important to us. We want to improve lives through health, education, and advancing social justice, as well as healing the planet. The fourth item that we have learned is that women want to empower others and be empowered. Women seek out sponsors. They look for senior colleagues who are willing to take a bet on them. I'm not going to say risk, a bet. They're also looking for people to advocate for them for the next big opportunity, and everyone in this room tonight has that opportunity to advocate for one of these honorees and ensure that they don't have any barriers to their success. We also know that these same women seek protégés, high-achieving junior colleagues who deepen their capabilities, and they also look to extend their reach and burnish their brand. The last, and certainly not the least, is the ability to earn well. As of 2013, women were still earning 77 cents to the dollar, 78 cents, forgive me, 22% different. And what we see from this is that women yearn for financial security as well as financial independence. And why is that? Because we want to sustain a comfortable lifestyle for ourselves, for our children, and for our parents. So if we can better understand what the drivers are to keep women driven and motivated, not only in the workplace, but in our communities, imagine the possibilities. Imagine the breakthroughs that we'll continue to have. But then again, many of you here in the room have already found that way. And so on behalf of Boehringer Ingelheim, we congratulate you, we honor you, and we're proud to be here for the 7th year holding this position as a title sponsor. So let me invite my colleague Beth back up here to join me. Thank you.
So now it is time to meet the 2015 Women of Innovation. We're going to introduce all of them now except for the Youth Innovation and Leadership category. The youth can go back to eating their pasta. We're going to introduce them after dinner. As each name is called, if you haven't been here before, I hope you realize you should applaud. You should applaud loudly. If you want to employ the noisemakers that we've provided for you, please don't hold back. Nancy and I award points for people who innovatively celebrate their honorees, and we are judging you.
Yep. And we'll call a timeout.
So if you just came to eat pasta, that's unfortunate because now is the time. If you are the honoree, when your name is called, please stand. And please, everybody, we're going to be reading one sentence about these ladies. That isn't nearly enough to understand their accomplishments. The programs have more information about them during a timeout. You can please review those. You're going to learn a lot more about them, and these women are so amazing that even the program doesn't nearly tell their story, but we are certainly proud. So allow me, please, and join me in congratulating Keisha Ash, co-founder and CEO, Many Mentors. Keisha is an active contributor to the field of regenerative engineering and a passionate STEM advocate, mentor, and leader.
Please join me in congratulating Saurabh Aksoy, Professor, Yale School of Public Health. Sarap researches insects with the goal of reducing their ability to transmit pathogenic agents to humans and animals.
And congratulations to Madeira Blue Ellis, Principal, Engineering and Science University Magnet School. Madria's mission as principal is to reinvent the traditional schoolhouse model, inspiring learners to imagine, investigate, and leave a positive impact on the world.
Please join me in congratulating Lisa Braden Harder, CEO, Appen. Lisa provides linguistic consulting services to an international community of growing companies who wish to engage every culture in technology.
Please congratulate Sherry Bugya, Composites Production Integrated Product Team Leader, Pratt & Whitney. Sherry is responsible for executing producibility improvements to support next-generation product family and JSF production ramp-ups.
Did you realize, Beth, I'm taller than you?
Okay.
Makes me feel good. Okay. Please join me in congratulating Stormy Chamberlain, Raymond and Beverly Sackler, Assistant Professor of Genetics and Development Biology, UConn Health Center. Storm's work focuses on identifying and testing potential therapeutics for 15Q-associated disorders with potential relevance to idiopathic forms of mental retardation and autism.
And congratulations to Janice Collins, co-founder of The Refinery. Janice assists startups, especially those led by women, to get off the ground quicker and more successfully.
Please join me in congratulating Patricia Cushman, Manager, Environment, Health, and Safety, United Technologies Research Center. Patty is an exuberant and passionate leader at UTRC dedicated to improving her community in and out of the workplace.
UTRC's bringing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations to Emily Davis, Senior Development Engineer, Covidian. Emily's goal is to improve global health care and patient outcomes through innovation and technology.
Congratulations to Wendy Davis, founder and CEO, Guest Vision Incorporated. Wendy pursues the translation of scientific discoveries to impactful commercial products in biotechnology.
And congratulations to Deborah Dorsimus, college student, University of Connecticut. Deborah's studies focus on repairing damaged osteochondral tissue using degradable biomaterials, cells, and signaling molecules.
Congratulations goes to Wafa Ilminoy, PhD student, University of Bridgeport. Wafa's passion is to design an intelligent, highly precise, and economically accessible framework for visually impaired people.
And congratulations to Kate Emery, CEO, The Walker Group. Kate is working hard to demonstrate the viability and scalability of the social enterprise business model in the technology space.
Congratulations to Maureen Etzo, Air Vehicle Project Lead, Executive Transport Development Program, Sikorsky Aircraft Corporation. Maureen is honored to have the challenge of building aircraft to Sikorsky's Executive Transport Marine Helicopter Squadron 1.
And please join us in congratulating Lynn Faline, Associate Professor of Medicine, Yale School of Medicine. Lynn's passion is to harness the power of video game technology to shape stronger and healthier lives for youth.
Congratulations to Marisha Godek, Principal Research Scientist, Covidian. Marisha seeks to pay it forward to junior scientists and engineers and try to honor them by encouraging others.
And congratulations to Heidi Gold, CEO, Little Scientists. Heidi has built an innovative elementary school program focused on increasing early engagement of more students in STEM fields.
Congratulations to Sapna Gupta, PhD student, University of Connecticut. Sapna's passion is in achieving innovation and application of advanced materials in sustainable energy systems.
And let's hear it for Megan Hillslop, college student, Central Connecticut State University. Megan aims to educate students in technology education by getting her MA in STEM education and special education.
Congratulations go out to Jeanette Ikovics, Professor, Yale School of Public Health. Jeanette employs evidence to action in her commitment to using the best research evidence to enhance health and improve lives.
And join us in congratulating Leslie Krumholtz, CEO, Good Streets. Leslie is a social entrepreneur whose goal is to build a collaborative, statewide local commerce ecosystem that supports the independent business community.
Congratulations go to Christina Lampe Honorud, founder and CEO of CeLo Team, LLC. Christina focuses on transforming electric drive and grid storage for the mass market.
And congratulations to Lindsay Landry, Senior Engineer, Pratt & Whitney. Lindsay is Manager of Statistics and Data Analytics at Pratt & Whitney and is helping to set the company vision for data-informed decision-making.
Congratulations go out to Amy Leiden, Intellectual Property Counsel, Covidian. Amy strives to maintain Covidian's position as a leading medical device innovator and passionately encourages young women to pursue STEM professions.
She also can tell the difference between a patent, trademark, and a copyright if you need to consult with her. Table 6, I believe. Congratulations to Allison McKay, Associate Professor of Civil and Environmental Engineering, University of Connecticut. Allison's focus is to study and understand the mechanisms for containment attenuation in aquatic environments.
Congratulations go out to Radenka Merrick, Connecticut Clean Energy, Professor of Sustainable Energy, University of Connecticut. Radenka's goal is to create, inspire, and train engineers in multidisciplinary team-based engineering with a focus on energy-related technologies.
And congratulations to Vicky Margiat, Lead EMU Systems Engineer, UTC Aerospace Systems. Vicky is the Systems Engineering Lead for NASA's current spacesuit. Her passion is to support the next generation of spacesuits.
Congratulations go out to Susan McNulty Lopiccolo, Senior Manager, Portfolio Management, Pfizer Incorporated. Susan provides strategic direction and leadership for resource analysis, project prioritization, and business solutions for Pfizer Global Technology Services.
Nancy, I think Pfizer's going to get some points. They tried with the napkins, but they really weren't committed to it, and I feel like
Come
They should
on,
be called
Pfizer,
out
let's
for that.
hear it.
So,
All right,
that's
there
good.
you go.
That's good. Thank you. So let's hear it for Sarah Maynor, Managing Director, Connecticut Information Security, LLC. Sarah's passion is for building processes, teams, and actionable solutions that drive continued innovation in cybersecurity.
Congratulations to Rebecca Napolitano, college student, Connecticut College. Rebecca is the founder of Women in Science at Connecticut College, where she empowers her fellow students to believe in their unique abilities.
And absolutely. And congratulations to Lizette Negrau, Vice President, Product Operations, Fiserv, Inc. Lizette uses a pragmatic approach in her role as VP, Product Operations, to deliver game-changing solutions in the financial industry.
Congratulations goes to Cindy Oksanen, Senior Director, Pfizer Incorporated. Let's hear it, Pfizer. Cindy's focus as Senior Director is to develop novel manufacturing processes that bring important new medicines to patients.
And congratulations to Julie Olson, Business Mentor, Growth Advisor, Sect Tech. Julie's focus is helping bioscience entrepreneurs to develop their inventions and ideas and build them into successful businesses.
Congratulations to Anna Patrizzi, Director, Supply Chain Integration, Pratt & Whitney. Anna is a results-oriented leader at Pratt & Whitney, driven and focused on employee development.
And congratulations to Shelley Phelan, Professor of Biology, Fairfield University. Shelley is a molecular biologist, biology professor, and mentor of over 60 undergraduates in her research focus on antioxidant proteins in breast cancer.
Congratulations to Diane Pintavalle, Instructor, Advanced Research Mentorship, and AP Biology, Glastonbury High School. Diane teaches advanced research mentorship and AP biology, inspiring future STEM professionals by arranging for students to work alongside practicing scientists and engineers.
And join us in congratulating Marin Robin, founder and president, Nantes Solutions, LLC. Marin was born in France, but chose to bring her passion for IT to Connecticut to found her own company in 1999.
Congratulations to Yowei Rogers, Site Director, the Jackson Laboratory for Genomic Medicine. Yowei strives to make personalized genomic medicine a reality for the health of the average person.
And join us in congratulating Nicole Russo, President, Microboard Processing, Inc. Nicole seeks to continually drive job growth and innovation in high-tech, advanced manufacturing in Connecticut.
Congratulations go out to Kimberly Senline, Electrical Design Manager, Advanced Programs, UTC Aerospace Systems. Kimberly loves the challenge of leading a team in the design of cutting-edge electronics.
Let's hear it for Ellen Sue, co-founder, Wellings. Ellen is passionate about human-centered design, healthcare, and how technology can transform our interactions with the world.
Congratulations to Karen Tepper, Vice President, MobilePriceline.com. Congratulations to Karen Tepper, Vice President, MobilePriceline.com. Karen's goal is to learn and apply mobile solutions that will transform the way travelers search, book, and experience travel.
And congratulations to Allison Thomas, Orion Air Revitalization System Lead, U2C Aerospace Systems. Allison is passionate about the advancement of human spaceflight and aims to help realize exploration beyond low Earth and lunar orbits.
Congratulations to Lynn Tinker, CH-53K, Chief Systems Engineer, Sikorsky Aircraft Corporation. Lynn is a Chief Systems Engineer at Sikorsky Aircraft, where she focuses on defining the requirements and designs for future product lines.
And congratulations to Kyle Vanderlick, Dean, Yale School of Engineering and Applied Science. Kyle is a Thomas E. Golden Jr. Professor of Engineering at Yale and is noted for her research in interfacial phenomena in biological and synthetic-based materials.
Congratulations go out to Monica Weber, PhD student, Yale University, Department of Electrical Engineering. Monica is heading a startup which is developing a device to detect bacteria in a matter of 30 minutes, as opposed to days.
And congratulations to Phyllis Winters, President and Founder, Information Technology Group. Phyllis has a passion for using technology to create or locate information to analyze and support business decisions.
Congratulations to Martha Yaney, owner and president, Vista Group International, Incorporated. Martha pioneered Vista Group's effort to help museums accommodate visitors who have hearing and vision impairments.
And join me in congratulating Ching Chu, Professor of Electrical Engineering, University of Connecticut. Ching applies her specialization in bioengineering to improve current clinical practice on breast and ovarian cancer diagnosis and treatment assessment. So one last time, please be innovative and join us in congratulating each and every one of our 2015 Women of Innovation.